Over the weekend, ma, tinyala ni mvo shabe banda kwa na pon inshigi wale mbalama. And then big shout out to Fancy Gadam, big shout out to Top Don, big shout out to Rich Kate, big shout out to Rusty. I mean, big shout out to Tia Pablo, Awi Nation Boss Apashini. Big shout out to Blaze Kid, big shout out to East Widad, and big shout out to Makawan, big shout out to Amin Pachi, and big shout out to Dollar Legacy, and big shout out to ever fan and ever artist. Wanda kana ante support la particular program mama. But then, unko bormana takana ante the quick review pune. Big congrats to Top Don. Top Don in yeni involved wanda host another kala ni involved kamzasa and kala earlier on ma. Karawora ne beba pramada anjala ni involved when host a whole number of people kara to make a history in Balama. So Top Don yala ban so when yina industry ma pune oyuma yi nye den na kuchan ma. And then within la particular 2 years ngoma beba parama cha ku briefa on number yara shanga within 2 years Top Don yala ne for so wanda yina in the year 2025 from Balama. You see 2024 zankana ko nye ne for so when piana industry ma pune on piana ukubahala kamane yila na 4 la sabo kala la particular yila na 4 ngoma kare include a collaboration with Macasio and I cannot la particular yama otule yuishala on piana industry ma pune on yala ne for so wanda wini North East Music Awards Nema Mbalama the new artist of the year don't go nye ne for so wanda wini onda wini lenta o second year ma pune ko kana antabahe EP la particular EP ma yela na ma nunda yere bere pune and then top songs are bere pune kamana mama you understand in a couple of his and then putting that one aside I cannot le o second year mo pune yaha onyala ne mfoso wen yina asabre dalama 20th of this particular June mbala that drop I mean o first album debut album and bala kapi wilbo le Grace album la particular Grace album mama o mena makaso yila da bere pune celebrate o mena fans Gadam yila da bere pune huwa o mena Rich Kid yila da bere pune kananche scenes and a couple of his nganam za sara yila dem bella la particular album mo pune and guess what even before ko release the last month on yala ne involve wunda alan win another award o second award in o second year ambalama o career pune at the Nema again of East Music Awards on yala wunda alan win award pune and then ka drop a debut album a month after on win la award ka yina ta announce no yala ni voso when stage of first commercial show on a jeune show lo shell polo alberi bo bukro ko diam the show nema do o diam a couple of shows at the stadium ka diam a couple of shows at the King David man to tege on yala ni voso when na performer the pune and then putting that one aside on yala ni voso when na performing again at the sports stadium Fancy Gadam X Rude Boy o biggest station on na men dumbala put that one aside on a main chance of African video in Masham, Kanache Ong Mahashanga Accra, Alakanon collaboration with Southern artists. Back to him and on Saturday Madandana. So I cannot tell or I announced or announced after Fancy X Rude Boy. That was on the 30th of last month Lambala. So it tells you that 20 days going in for someone daza knows a la particular program of my brother Tanajan Yale. Alphonse and Macabamal 20 days in the show. 30th in ye 30th Kodiam, 30th Madalako announced the next day official fly with Fancy Gadam drop 20 days to the concert brothers. Onyene Vosangunza make a number shanga ankunyaraka pazo sangoma. This alone tells you that this particular guy ma is indeed loved. But then we are not going to run away from the fact that he was under the covers and the umbrella of Fancy Gadam. And we know how Fancy Gadam and the Gadam Nationals do it. Wherever Fancy they got to be there, especially in Mampergo. So then Nanya Shamambalama, Draya Sama Ampani Asabre della Wuntane. We were there, Karaba Yuga Sarana, Kulmaluna, Ambaza, Saka, Puhamadana, Kama, Samkana, Katina, and Pure Float and Pune. Trami Telabeba Profanse Gram Tuta Feeling Station inside Wale, ka top down to Huswalako, Minotishina, Meter Tinimana, Katre Capiton Pune, and Dafu Flute Mahalla Karati Chanve Yalanga. The love was actually massive and deep, and then Rasti also joined, Blessed Kid also joined, Rich Kid da Pamena late, so Rabatu Nung Flute and Ma Rakunama Karich Kid Nan kena yon katrana ye kahtaba nchang Ali Muhammad Kubala nchang Wale Sports Stadium, and looking at the massive crowd that came out to support this particular young G, this was actually real. Artists like Ivan Mzasara and Yelena Vosha Bampasi through la particular day, and Fancy Gadam again made a statement that he is the one of the most loved artists in Mamporogo, because anytime Fancy Gadam goes to Mamporogo, trust me, it is always history upon history. Just as what happened this particular day, I can recall on stage, people were dying and loving for him. Even before, there are now some short interview, and some of the girls, it will surprise you to know that they are super crashing on Fancy Gadam. These guys are not just music lovers of Fancy Gadam. No, they love the guy and they wish to be with the guy. They want to born free for Fancy. That is how some of the Gadam nationals, the female, the ladies, the young, beautiful girls, that is what they feel for Fancy. DSMA goes beyond just Mfiloloila. They want to born for him free of charge. You understand? So I cannot tell you, I mean, this is very beautiful and the love is always deep. And Fancy as an entertainer, Lama, he actually give them the best of entertainment and bala. They felt it. We all felt it. We love it. We all love it. And then controversies that be Fancy or transition apune, especially, I mean, in clarifying that suction on that per la top down da mbele duna. Ko borne dagbang tatable, I mean, Ghana zasa banka dama. Yere nimvel shabe banda yoro la socks man yala husla no na advance far advance ahead of you the day kind of fashion things pune you lumbo swale ala Hassan Hype TV podcast more. This is just to say congrats to Beba Pere Fancy Gadam for yes Beba Pere Top Down and Fancy Gadam Top Down in that headline Fancy Top Song because they have a big song together. You understand? And then Top Down, we won't be surprised, and I think the people will need it. And next event here, I'm in Makasu because Celebrate was as well a big song. If you want, you can record another one with him, and I'm sure it will kind of be like Fancy going for Rude Boy and Maka going for Mr. P. You went for both of them so that we will compare the numbers and compare the love and see who it is. The Kanang Mamprogo among this particular two. But big shout out to you, and you need to keep on improving. The album is out there, Grace album by Top Down Search on all the guitar platform. Big congrats to you, Top Down. Salaam alaikum.